Hey, how's it going? I'll just see if I can flatten off any walls and fill in any gaps. Like I can put a little wedge there and that might help you get up into the rear section. Probably like, yeah, 1x2 would be okay. I probably don't need two hard points to hold the roof in, but I'm thinking over this side where I've got the space for like a cupboard. I think there was space down here below especially. Even in the top, there should be space somewhere. Huh, you know, actually like in here would be good. Yeah, and here would be really good. So like, imagine if this is where the hard point was. So the main body hard points can be like facing backwards because they can clip through some of the block. And then this hard point where it connects onto the door or the door frame, it can go there? No, there. So this one, better not connect it to the wrong part of the door. I like that a lot better as a solution. So that, yeah, this is red. The big hard point is red and the small hard point is blue. So it's just this door frame. And then I get all this space back. Not that I think I was really going to do anything with it. I do need some lights in here. Maybe I could put some lights. Maybe, that's a door. Oh yeah, it could be just above the door. Like that. That might actually be good for showing you where the door is, because I flipped the door around, so now it's more towards the back. So I've got to move these handles. Yeah, both these handles need to move. So yeah, I flipped the door around so that you're not as close to the propeller when you're hopping out. Got a light there, which I can make it change color if it's an RGB light. So if I wanted it to be like red or green to show you to jump or something, if you want to set up for that. I kind of still think there should be a light in the middle of the plane, but then because of where the door is, maybe I'll put them here. I need to figure out what's going in this cabinet, and then I'll know how far away I need to put lights. I think this would be a good space to put the equipment in, like we've got diving, probably firefighting would be the only other piece of equipment, like outfit equipment. I will need Arctic equipment, but I think I'll put those in the pilot, in the cockpit, so that the pilots have direct access to that. And I don't think I would need them in the NPC area, because NPCs don't get cold. And then in this spot, I can put like welders. I can do like a normal welder, fire extinguisher, and then underwater welder, and then spear gun. This is kind of like making it so that you have to bring corpses back onto the plane if you want to use the defib. Maybe that's a bad thing, but I don't know. Fill in the roof. Oh, I could put a defib in the bottom here and have two defibs. I'd feel better if I didn't have two defibs though. And then I've got a space down here I don't know what I can do with, but we'll leave that open for now. So do I want to make this like a door? Because I've got no space. Have I got any space? I can make it one door. I was thinking I can put a pivot like that and then cover up that side and there'd be one door. And then the other side have its own pivot. And now I'm cutting into the door frame. I don't want to move this door frame over because it's already in a really good place. How can I get a pivot in line here that won't destroy anything? The only way I can really see it working is if I put the pivot in the floor like that, and then I stretch this door down over it and then hide the top part of it. That's a real nasty way to do it though. Like rerouting that pipe's not an issue, stretching this part of the door isn't an issue. I want it somewhere up here though. Oh, let's do it. Let's see how it works. Alright, push the button. Oh. Oh. Button. Yeah, see that? That's a problem. It's such a fat cupboard, you know? Also, I thought I was going to get away with like having a space down below there, but because I've got stretched blocks and they're like touching something, they're transparent on the sides. Do I just not have doors? No doors? It seems like it's pivoting okay. It does seem a little bulky. Having it just open is probably not even that bad. And I mean, if you want to just grab stuff and put stuff away, that makes gameplay a lot better. I'm also going to need spear gun ammo. So maybe this whole bottom thing is just spear gun ammo, and then maybe there's a little step. Spear gun ammo, welders. Yeah, this is probably okay just like that. I don't think I need any extra decorative pieces. We'll leave it like that. And then I think I'll put little wedges in the corners. I like to round things off, you know. This side could have something else on it, since you're not really going there for anything. I think on this side, a light needs to go here. So that it's like in the middle of that part of the room. And then I don't really know what's going on here because, like, do I need to build a wall? And it's got to be like an even fatter wall. And then I need more wedges. Yeah, like, is this a room worth having? Maybe if there's a door to help separate it. And then I can fill out any gaps in the top there. There's a little bit of a ramp to go up to it. And then I don't even know if you need the rest of the ramp anywhere else. It could be a hallway, you know, like... Zoop. Maybe I put a curve? No, I'll just go straight. Gives me some space to hide some stuff. It's got a little up piece. It kind of does seem like it needs to have some kind of curve. It would have been good if the doors could stay up the front. And then the rear section can be cargo, because at this moment it's kind of like this forwards area of it is where you would put in like boxes and stuff. Rather than putting a door there, it's like I need to specify a space in the back section where you can just like chuck stuff. I'm thinking when you get those missions where it's like transport a box, transport a person in a box. If I've got a little gated thing like this, a little fenced off area, you know, you can just chuck stuff over it. And then there can be a door going up the side. And even like, so how much do these weigh? 5 mass. So maybe putting a hinged door on one side gives me enough mass to like even out the imbalance. As long as I've got space for the door to open, you'd come in and open the hatch. Maybe something like that. And then having the door... What if the door goes the other way? It's like this needs to be a wall and this needs to be a wall. How about that? How about this? I kind of don't know if I need a specific spot for you to put things in, right? You could just chuck it in here. This whole back section can be cargo. And if it ends up flying around, that's just too bad. I like that I can do like a proper sealed door. And then that gives you more of a feeling that there is a compartment back here that's separate. I think all of this can just come up. And there's actually a lot of space back here when you make it a room. That means this space is kind of useless, and it might be better off going straight along. What am I even going to put back here, though? I could use this as a, like a firefighting space. You know, this could be one of those planes that flies down, scoops up a bunch of water, stores it in a big tank at the back here, and then dumps it out. Because this is such a weird spot back here. There you go. If you want to chuck something in, you can put it in this gap. Maybe if I did... I wonder if I can put like a little gate on this. Little opening gate, maybe. I'm just going to leave it like that for now. So there's at least a door, and you can come back and do maintenance stuff. This can be reserved for a water tank for now, and I don't even know if that's going to work out for it. You know, what if it doesn't work? Oh yeah, anyway, I'll get rid of this gap under here. That can all be filled in. I need to get my access down into the bottom here and then figure out where the rooms are going to be separated at. I might even go with a 3-wide door for this so that it matches the 3-wide door I've put in the back. It doesn't necessarily need to be a hatch. Nah, I like this 4-wide. I think it's weird. It's a real interesting way to do a door. It's almost like I shouldn't even have a co-pilot seat for this. I should just have one seat and it should be on that side, because then I can use this side completely. Wait, why do I even have a hatch if I'm gonna do this? Can I put stairs in this? Is it actually big enough that I can put stairs in it? Oh, why is it such a pain to build more stairs? I feel like this is what I should do, you know? This is just like something interesting. Nothing saying I shouldn't do this. I think I'm going to move the staircase forwards one though, so that the beginning lines up with where the wall starts. 1, 2, 3. No, I should bring this staircase back. And I should give me more space in the cockpit. And I don't need the hatch. And I don't need the ladder. So I have a staircase. These stairs can go back to there. This can go up. I can get rid of that and get rid of this. Chopping out these walls and giving myself more space. And I might need to fill in this wall. This outer wall here. We'll do that for now. It's just like giving it a little bit of wedges. Yeah, yep. Do I have a pilot's hat, pilot mask, or headset? Will headset deafen out the sound? There's a lot of weight going onto that other side now, though. Onto the right-hand side, we've got the doors. We've got a massive staircase. It took up a lot of room as well, so now I don't know if I can put any sleeping area up the front there. I don't need anything back here though in the engine compartment. It probably only needs like 3 blocks to walk around on. Everything else back here is so tight, might as well make it like that. Put in a door. Plenty of space. And then between here, yeah, look, I can just chuck a wall through here. It does put loads of weight on one side, but I guess actually putting 2 doors here in this sequence actually chucks a lot of weight back on the left-hand side. So I can put anything I want in here. I might even be able to put a wall. And then another door. More doors. I'll put it down a little bit further though. I think I'm going to get rid of all this weight blocks. The thing's so heavy now, I don't think I need the weights, and they're not doing that much. So this will be my living room. My quarters, living quarters. We've got a hallway, and then access, and I could put bilge pumps and stuff in there, but I don't know if I need any of that. And then this can all be like equipment, batteries, I don't know. I don't know what you'd put in there. Let's build a little cabin then. A little captain's cabin. Is it a plane or is it a boat? I guess you're a captain of a plane and a boat, so it doesn't really matter. Do I put the bed? How many beds do I do as well? Is there a crew on this boat? Do they need to share this room? Let's go for it's only you. You're the captain now. Well, here's my bed. Maybe the bed should be the other way. You know, usually you have the foot of the bed towards the door. I want a little stepping thing, you know, a thing that looks like a step. And then I think I don't have enough space to do like a little pipe ladder. It's not really tall enough that you need a pipe ladder, I guess. And there's like all this stuff along the side that you can walk on. I think I will use this space as long as I've got that top piece covered, then that means you won't see into the stairs. So I've got all of that for equipment. So for sure you'll want Arctic gear. You'll also need your rifle and some ammo and some first aid. And you know I'm going to forget my flashlight all the time, so we'll have a backup flashlight. And then the only other thing I find really useful is NVG binos. So this is kind of like my ideal mission loadout, I think. Stuff that I always want to have on me. What do I do with all this space though? I'm not good at allocating space. Let's get some toolboxes put in here. In the engine room, I wanted there to be like, instead of this lip along the floor, I wanted it to go up and hide some tools or something, so it's like you can run your hand across the top of this as you're walking past it. I think that would, it seems like a natural thing to do. And then get rid of that and extend it. Right, you would just walk in, and let's put some welders somewhere. It'd be cool actually to just put decorative pipes and stuff along here. So get rid of, it's like, should have done it in symmetry mode. Damn it. Damn you. Okay. Up the top here, I'm going to have some welders, but only on one side. And I'll put some underwater welders down here as well in case this is all flooded and you need to... We'll go one welder, one underwater welder. Leave a bit here just to help bring it off the wall. Let's put some oxygen masks. Are they down here? Masks. Yep. There you go. So this is like if for some reason this is all flooded and you need to fix her up. Now there's a little thing there. I'm just like filling anything I can't figure out what to do with, just filling it up. Now pipes. This is all just a decoration, so it's not going to do anything. I could actually maybe turn this into like a bilge system. Or if I turn this pump around, put a T. in there. All of this is just like decorative rubbish. But if there were some sort of fluid port on here, I think a scoop still would scoop up the fluid. Let's try a fluid port though. Maybe I can find a bit of double wall where a fluid port would work. So this pipe will go, it'll need to be a T so I can carry on with the pipe, but then in behind here, using some solid pipes, some enclosed pipes. There you go. So now the fluid can actually flow through and get sucked out through this pump. And then I feel like I need more T's, you know? It needs to feel like it's connected to the top. This pump can now send fluid up. Yeah. Oh no, I'm deleting the other side. Okay, we're deleting the other side. And now that I'm not doing... now that there's no crazy thing going in here for those lockers, I can move all these pipes here back. Yeah, and then this frees up the space for this pipe to come up. Because you got to remember that water won't want to get pumped out if it's like underwater. So you want to move the fluid up as high as you can before you try and pump it out. And I think, right, so it comes up to here. Then I need a way to like loop back on itself. So this should be out of the water most of the time. Oh yeah, no, this will work. Fluid. There you go. So if there's any fluids in the engine room, it'll get pumped through here, up, and then dumped outside. Bilge pump. Oh no, I didn't do it on symmetry. Why have you forsaken me? So no pump on the other side at the moment. So we need to basically copy the same thing. I'm going to do all the pipes differently. The only real important part is this should be symmetrical. Oh, it is symmetrical. So silly. I do some parts in symmetry and some parts not in symmetry. Let's get like a... Can I do a variable valve? I can't do any of these valves actually because they all stick out. They're all too fat. The flow valve is not important because a pump works the same as a flow valve. If the pump is not on, it will stop all flow in any direction. What else can you put on a pipe? Fluid pressure? It'll do. It's maybe not as interesting as the other side, but whatever. Then we get a fluid meter. And there we go. That's basically a bilge pump system. Look at this bilge pump controller from a tutorial I made. Where can this go? On the roof with everything else. So pump goes to those two and fluid level to that. Realistically, you might as well just use an air manifold. Or I could even just use an air manifold. Like, maybe I should just do that. Maybe get rid of the microcontroller. Leave all the system here. Just so it looks interesting. But then chuck an air manifold into the system. So yeah, now it doesn't matter. The air manifold is just going to delete any water that's in here, so I can get rid of this meter. I know that's kind of cheating, but the devs shouldn't have made it work that way if they didn't want us to do it. And then for more equipment, right, I can put more equipment down here if I need to. Maybe I should put in a fire extinguisher. I'm going to put some glow sticks down here. And what else? What else might you need if you're... Let's say you're down here and you crash. So you're underwater. The boat's sinking. You're underwater. You can use glow sticks to light it up. You can use the welder and the ear to keep yourself alive. Some first aids. Yeah. I'm not really too worried about what's going on down here. Oh yeah, I need to change this tank. It was diesel, so it was like putting diesel into the cooling system. I really want to hide the two edges of this tank. I'm just going to do that. So I don't know if it's going to suck any of the fresh water out into the system, but if it needs to, I guess it's there. Otherwise, it's all going to just like fill up. So which way is out? I guess I can put on a flow valve. I should find out which way is the out. Looks like this pipe is going out, so it's getting pumped through here. So maybe this tank, because when it's coming back through here, it's pressurizing. Oh man, wait, there's no direction on this. So why don't I just go, this one connects into the top, right? And it's being sucked out. Yep. Yep. Oh, okay. That's a bit better. So it's going to suck out of this tank if it needs to, but it's also sucking it out of this pipe. It actually looks way cleaner. I kind of don't like that because it looks clean. I feel like the pipes should be a big mess. I like that kind of thing where it just looks real weird and crazy even though it doesn't add anything. Well, it adds visual impact, visual flair. The engine room's done, condenser chamber and whatever else is in there is done. I've got a little sleeping compartment. I've got stairs. I need to figure out, is this too far forwards or is that okay? And then like, what do I put in front of this? I'm going to be very lazy and just grab this. Try and jam this into here. As if I make 2 aircraft and I just use the same displays and everything, that should make my life easier in the long run. Huh. It's a bit funky there, but this would actually be quite good. You can put a radar on that. Yeah. So I need to cut out the corner here, this one. So like a furnace is, a diesel furnace was like 350 mass. A boiler was like 200. And then I've got all those pistons, which I think are 250 each. So it's very, very heavy down the back here. This is negative 1000. I won't put it down low, I'll put it up high. Actually, I could just put it in the very, very tip, very, very tippy tip. I'll put it close to where the weight actually is, but I'll put it up high. It's at the highest low point. Hopefully it sits a bit more flat. I have no idea. Man, every time I'm shocked how easy it is to get into this thing. Well, I mean that's working, I guess. I guess it's doing something. Yeah, I should try and get instruments down here. I feel like I abuse XML in all the wrong kind of ways. For real silly stuff like this. There's a lot of bad XML going on in here. It looks pretty cool. Yeah, I like this. I like this layout. And there's another thing here, another slot if you wanted to put something else in there. I don't know what's going on here. Maybe this is the bathroom. Don't know. Let's get another button in here. Cargo door. Zoop. That's a real nice, easy one. Oh, I didn't finish the logic. Oh, now I have no way of turning this on. At least I can close the roof. I think I'll put one of these buttons for the engine or something. Also, this flywheel, don't need it at all. I just don't. I don't need it. Because the plane won't go forwards unless the collective is going. So, what if I just grab one of these switches up here? Engine. I'm just going to make all the other channels empty so it won't have any conflicts. And then connect into here. Those are the two that start everything. Start everything controller. And then I need to connect all these things again. So A and D was roll, and it doesn't roll very well still. Bad roll. Left and right is yaw. And then up and no, what? WS is those. And then should up and down just be collective then? What else do you use for up and down? I should put a lever on here, right? What if I get rid of that? WS, which is actually going to be up and down in this situation. Throttle, we'll go collective, collective. Perfect. Oh no, that door is like going into the wall. So with this plane, there is only go and don't go. There isn't any in between. That's so funny. Okay, so currently we're at no go. I'll give it a little tap. 0.2. Oh. 0.10 or 0.1. Now we're at full go. I don't think it changes if you give it more go either. It's like it maxes out. It's got a real funny silhouette as well. I've been looking at it. The front is pretty normal looking, and then the tail tapers off so quickly. It's only real apparent when you're looking down on it as well. When you're looking at the side, it looks okay. It's when you can see like how thin the body is. I don't know. I think it'll be okay. So we can leave the seat, pilot seat, and go into my sleeping quarters. Nothing's really changed visually on the outside of this since before. Everything that I did today is basically inside and logic based, so you can't really tell from this. Interesting that it's leaning that way because all the weight is on the other side. Oh, that was a close one. This is very entertaining. Well, that's all I've got. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you later.